Let's have the Lord have his way in this forum. This is Pastor started by telling us to mingle because this forum is about mingling and remaining pure. Mingling and remaining pure. That's why he was telling you to mingle, but you make sure you maintain purity. Because chochote chaweza kutokea. Anything can happen. You know, God works in ways that we cannot see. And I think this is a very important forum. Yesterday I was somewhere in a place where I was, training some pastors in a meeting. Actually, it's a Bible school, and they usually call me for a session where I train them on socio-economic transformation. And one of the items in that training, we were looking at understanding the demographics of the church and how they influence the development of the church. In the discussion, we realized that demographic is the profile of the church. How many people are there, how many are married, whether they are working or not, even their ages, socioeconomic status, things like that. That is the demographic profile of a church. And that is one of the things that we are learning yesterday. And in our discussions, we realized that as pastors, we need once in a while to be organizing such forums like this one, where young people can be called to mingle and to interact and to interface, because especially those ones that are not married. And we also agreed in that meeting, and from what those pastors agreed together, they said they will be calling their young people to come and interact very deliberately and consciously. There are times when you may even call someone because pastor is here, and if pastor calls you, akuulize, what are you thinking about your life? You should not hide, yeah? Just open and tell him, I think I'm going through this, I was booted, or I was, and this is what is happening in my relationship. Be open to him, and maybe pastor has someone that he knows somewhere, and he can organize for a dinner, a cup of tea somewhere. And we have done this many times. Personally, I've done it many times, just organizing a cup of tea for someone, and it works. This is not the first time I'm doing it. So this is a forum that we are very deliberate in what we are doing, and not just in this forum. We should also be deliberate even when we are doing the things of God. Whatever Jesus said was very deliberate when he was on earth. He never said anything carelessly. It was very deliberate because it was to be documented. And today we are learning about what Jesus said. So anything we are doing, and even what pastors are organizing such a meeting, it is a very deliberate and conscious meeting. And I want you to be very deliberate. And I want you to be very conscious. Even as we engage together in this forum, yeah? Be very deliberate. Be very conscious. Let's not be casual. Let's not just come here as if it's another day. This is not another day. This is a very special meeting. I'm here and I'm very deliberate and I'm very conscious about what is happening and what God is doing, and anything can happen and God just come down and begin to interface with our lives. And so I think we are going to have a very short time because of time, and I hope we are going to be having a very fruitful meeting. So it's okay to organize such forums. If one day Pastor Mwatha calls you, akwambie, so and so I want to meet you, and akuulize, I want to know how is your life going about. Open up, mwambie mimi niko stuck. And maybe pastor can say, if there is a brother I know somewhere in Meru, and he is a good man, can we organize for a cup of tea somewhere? Can you agree if it comes to, can you accept if it gets to that point? And pastor want to, some interventions are important. I'm not saying that you are not able to hunt. I'm not able to, I know you are able to go around, especially at your age. Most of us, we are young. In fact, all of us, we are young. You may not be a problem, but it is important. Photos are important. It is good to be recommended. Because what happens when somebody refers to you of a brother or a sister, it short circuits the problem. Instead of going to Facebook to look for someone, you can just ask pastor, kuna mtu unajua mahali? Pastor. It is good. It's okay. That is maturity. Sindio? There is nothing wrong in that. Yeah. If I'm to get married again, God forbid, if at my age, I'll not go hunting because I cannot fit in your meeting. Sindio? Hello? I'll look for pastors of my age, niwaambie kwenye kuna msichana wa my age ambaye naweza nikamuoa, because I don't want to rush. There is a lady somewhere in a certain church, and we know that lady, she's a good lady, she's faithful, she has been following God. And so when you are referred to someone, you minimize the risks of getting the wrong person. You also shall circuit the time, because the Bible says, redeem the time because the days are evil. Yeah? If somebody is, I'm not saying it's a must you be referred, but in the event that God will use that method, because God has so many ways. So there is a singer who sang and said, he works in ways that we cannot see. God works in ways that we cannot be able To see. God works in ways that we cannot be able to see, and God can use any other method. So it is important. Abraham referred Isaac to the lady that he was to get married to. Studio. Hello? So fathers can organize. Mother is your father. He can organize for you and even your pastor. Don't mind. If he calls you for a cup of tea, akwambia nataka kukuona na there is another brother I want you to meet of a cup of sausage or a cup of tea, if there is something like that, out of that, don't harden your heart, because if the Lord opens that door and he uses that method to deal with your life, should you really refuse? And that is the method that God has used, yeah? Hello? So, are you okay? And the pastor said we open our eyes, we should also close our eyes. But of course, the primary reason for coming here is not to get a partner, but also to be developed. Yeah? If in the event, as we move on and as we get developed, if God just connects us together and I get a sister that we can engage to the next level, see, that is a blessing. So courtship and dating, I want us just to discuss something on that. And I want to demystify something about dating. Dating has been used by the world in the wrong way. These two words can be interchanged. They can be used at the same time. You can be courting and dating at the same time. And I want you to know that in the Bible, there is not so much about dating, but it's also good to define these things because they are with us. Isn't it? Dating and courtship and dating. This is my definition. And you can still date and court at the same time, but sometimes dating can also be separate. Dating can also be removed from courtship, and I want to remove them for the purpose of this explanation. And then once you date someone and you have engaged, or you are courting someone, you can still date and court. Date is just like telling someone, can we have a cup of tea, someone said, but that dating, what is all about? That dating is about what? Because you cannot date forever, yeah? At I'm dating someone. You have heard even women of 80 years saying, I'm dating someone. That dating should be put value. So what are you dating? Dating is about what? You are dating someone, but about what? For how long will you date that person? So dating is an initial attempt to isolate a potential partner from the pack. There are so many geniuses here, so it's okay. Dating, it is an attempt to isolate a potential partner from the pack. Have you ever seen these documentaries, National Geo? When a lion wants to invade or to attack, when lions want to attack a certain herd of an animal, or maybe a pack of buffaloes or a herd of buffaloes, what they do, they don't just rush to the flock, yeah? What they do, they just wait and strategize. Have you ever seen lions? They are very good strategists, yeah? They wait and then they will target on one particular animal within that particular herd, yeah? And then they will strategically isolate from the herd, and they know, and I don't know how they communicate. Already they know. Once you see a lion trying to monitor and to study the, like buffaloes in a group, normally what they are doing is that they are trying to target and to identify the one that they are going to isolate, and mostly it is the weak one. Now, in this case, we are talking about you being the hunter in quotes. Of course, you are not hunting for destruction, and what you do. You are trying to isolate someone that you feel, this could be a good lady, I can engage further, yeah? And so you want to isolate that lady from the other ladies, yeah? Slowly, that is somehow dating. And dating starts from that point. You want to isolate someone, pole, yeah? Hello? You want to start isolating someone from the pack because you have identified that could be a good lady. I think, and now after identifying the one that you want to isolate, it tends to orientate a casual and general relationship to a more specific and focused one. Now, before you noted this lady or this guy, you are having a casual relationship or very general. And so dating helps you to orientate or to move away from just a casual and a general relationship. So that is one purpose of dating. You want to move from just a casual and a general relationship. So you are not dating with this lady generally. It is not a casual, it is not just a casual relationship. What you are doing, you are trying to isolate that person from a casual and a general relationship. And so it also serves to remove doubt about the relational status of the potential suitor or the potential partner. It removes what I would call doubt. There is a story that was told of a young man. He used to be an usher in a certain church, and every time he stood at the door, he noticed a particular lady who was very beautiful. And this lady, every time he would greet her with some special, greetings, and he noted her, and as an usher, he noted almost everybody. It was a big church. And this guy, one day he decided to talk to this young lady who looked very beautiful. And he talked to her about, that he wanted her to be her future wife. And they started to engage, only to realize the lady was married to a husband who was working abroad. And anytime the lady came to church, she used to come alone because the husband was working overseas. And it was a great shame because this brother would have started a bit fast. What we call intelligence gathering. It is good to gather intelligence because you don't know this person, especially if you are dealing with a stranger. And that's why dating is very important, because it helps to remove doubts about the relational status of a potential suitor. It is good to do some what we call intelligence gathering. Find out about this person, even from friends if possible, and make sure they are not the bad friends. There are some friends who might take that report to that lady. But make sure you get from mature people. Just try to find out in your own way. Even you can come to pastor, umuulize pastor, do you know this lady? Pastor akwambie, why? It's like I'm feeling I'm drawn to her. And then pastor will give you some more stories, or whichever method you use to get intelligence. Indio? Hello? Before you do the final, but then you can move. But again, it is not a must that you go through that method. If you invite this lady maybe for a cup of coffee, you already know this is not married. The fact that she's accepted to come for your dating, to respond to your date, she's not married. So you can be able to discern her moves. You can be able to discern even his move, whether he is married or not. And so this guy did not do his homework well, and that's why he was very much ashamed, because he was trying to make a proposal to a married woman. And so we are saying dating is a prerequisite to engagement. Dating is prerequisite to engagement. Dating sets the stage for proposal to an engagement which must go to marriage. Like the traffic lights. Have you ever been at the traffic lights point? Dating does not indicate green lights. When you are dating someone, don't expect green light when you are standing at the traffic lights. Because green light tells you what? Cross the road. Sindio? Na red lights? Stop. But before you see the green light or the red light, there is a light that comes, amber light. Amber light, it is neutral. Be ready for anything. So in that dating time, started the dating, you are at the point of amber light. Amber light is where anything can happen. It can be red or green. And when you receive a red light, or maybe it is a no, what happens is that you should not kill yourself. You should not commit suicide when a lady tells you, no, please. And let me tell you, ladies, please, if you are very sure that this is a gentleman and you really love him, don't make his life difficult. Amen. By telling him, no, let me go and pray. And you are just lying to the Holy Spirit and you are not praying. When I engaged my wife, she did not tell me no. The first day was a yes, and she told me, I've been waiting for you. That is maturity. You are not cheap. Don't, nikisema yes for the first time, I'll remain cheap. No. If it is a serious guy, and you've been dating, sometimes anakuitia coffee, you go somewhere, and it's like he's isolating you from the pack, and you have discerned that this guy is after me, and you have peace, and you are seeking God, why should you keep on saying no? You only say no when you're not sure. Because sometimes it can be a surprise. Maybe you're not aware. Most of those proposals come as a surprise to most ladies. Especially if there was no preparation. Dating. That's why dating is important, because it creates an environment for saying yes. Hello? Yes. Dating creates an environment for saying, okay, I don't know how you relate with her. If you call her for coffee and she agrees 3 times, coffee 3, and then you ask her, what is about your future? Anakuambia na kuopen up na si unajua huyu hata nikimwambia hata nisubua sana. Sisemi ni yeye, sorry to say that. But I'm saying this. Dating prepares the way for a proposal. And so it should not be a surprise. In case it's a surprise, you can say no. In case it's a surprise, you can say, if you're not ready, don't force. But if you know in your heart, this is the man, please don't make his life very difficult. Just say yes. I'm saying that receiving no for an answer is not a death sentence. Being rejected does not define who you are. It is just someone's opinion about you, and that may not be true. Sindio? If somebody says no to you, it doesn't mean that is who you are. You are not rejected. It is just an opinion he has about you. And there are many people who have an opinion about you, but you don't kill yourself. Your worth should not be determined by his opinion or her opinion about you in case you receive a no. Don't say no if you are convinced that this is a yes. Please don't say no. If you are convinced in your heart, be mature. Redeem time because the days are evil. Make it easy for that guy to maneuver around the relational issues, especially for the guys. Don't make life difficult for these men. Ladies, please. Are we together? I know you may not agree with me 100%, but please don't make it very difficult for that man to maneuver around that issues of relationship. Now, we are saying dating time is a sieve that only allows two literal stuff to pass through. Dating is like a kichungi. Unajua ile kichungi ya majani? Wakati unaweka chai kwa majani, do you allow everything? If you are chungaling chai, ukishuka chai ile, si unawekanga chai alafu inaacha majani. So dating time acts as a sieve. So that only allows two literal stuff to pass through. So don't be too much open to someone too early. And Pastor said, don't love with your heart. Love with your mouth. Yes, and love them lightly, because in case they want to go, let them go. Don't kill yourself. And so dating time, or that time you are dating casually, it is like a sieve, Don't pour your heart too much. Don't open too much too early. Open slow. Hello? Hello. Open slow. But once you get to a point of engagement is where there is a greater commitment. Now you can commit yourself deeply, and now you can go ahead and begin to plan. But dating is just there, you are just dating, and it's like there are signs, but you are not fully committed. And it is important to avoid revealing too much too early, to avoid emotional hurts should it fail to take off. It is important to avoid revealing too much information too early in order to avoid emotional hurts should this relationship fail to go to the next level. So it is important to avoid revealing too much too early. Are we together? Avoid revealing too much too early. I'm not trying to imply that you should not be open. Be open as much as possible, but there is that time for being too much open. Yeah? Don't confuse your partner by giving misleading signals. Keep it clear that you are either ready to move to the next level or just to maintain the status quo, which is just being friends, yeah? Yes. Don't give misleading signals. If you are driving a car and you are behind someone, if somebody indicates that he's turning right, you have seen people when they are driving, they will indicate watatoa signal as if they are turning right, but even in the real they are not even turning right, huh? Some of them would be, maybe they forgot to remove the signal. By the time they realize, maybe you are just knocking the car behind. So don't give your partner a misleading signal. If you are turning right, let it be true, yeah? Hello? Hello. If it is left turn, make it is left. Turn. Because there are some ladies, especially ladies, who give very misleading signals. Unamwitia chai, anakuja. Unamwitia kahawa, anakuja. She never fails to come for your date. And she will appear as if she loves you, but she knows she's not there for you. There is a lady who was killed. Sorry to say this, maybe you may be a relative of that lady. God forbid, and I don't want to injure anyone. In case you know that lady, it is for this purpose. This lady from, is it Moi University? She was murdered by a fiancé, or yeah? Is it a fiancé or how? What do they call them? Is a gentleman, yeah? Huh? Is a fiancé? If you are the one quoting a lady, what will you call you? Huh? Fiancé. Why did he kill this young girl? Because he believed he was being double. Huh? He had sent money for her birthday, I think 6,000 according to the story, and then she switched her phone, akazima simu, and the guy discovered that this lady is double dating me, and that is what happening today. There are many young girls, especially those in colleges. I'm not saying they are here. They are double dating. Unakuta msichana akona 5 men. Kuna ule maybe anataka ndiye atamuoa, lakini others are just for sustenance. It is happening, especially in colleges. I hear stories about huyu ni wa kulipa rent, huyu ni wa nywele, huyu ni wa school fees. You've heard those stories? Yeah, it is happening. Huyu ni wa usiku mbaya. And they know to manage them, and they will never meet. But one day when they meet, it will be like Sodom and Gomorrah. It will like be a Hiroshima at that point. Because they have to fight for their territories, because there is an invasion. And this guy always thought that this is my lady and maybe I'll get to marry her. Especially men who are very serious, they can kill. Sindio? If they are serious about you and they love you, and then you are taking advantage of his money, unaikula pesa yake, and then kuna ka video nilikuwa nimerecord na Kikuyu, muruga igere dagaye mwe kate. Muruga igere dagaye mwe. If you cook 2 pots, if you are cooking tea and you are cooking mshehere and you have like another nini, one of them maybe milk will pour off because it will boil over. Because sometimes, especially men, you are not able to multitask. For ladies, you know how to multitask, but it is a reality that if you double deal one day, it will be known. Yeah? And so don't give misleading signals if you know that this is not the guy. Because you can give yourself too much to someone only to find that this lady is engaged somewhere. Unafikiriaje? Or a guy gives his time so much to you. Every time mnaonekana mkienda na yeye anakuitia kahawa, unakuja, unakimbia, unakula. Sometimes even kuna wengine wanaitishanga nitumie credo, kitu kama hiyo. And it's like something happening and the guy feels this is the lady, or maybe the lady the lady may also be deceived that this is a gentleman because of the way he's behaving. So the point is, don't confuse your partner by giving misleading signals. If you know that you are turning right, let it be you are turning right. Kama unatoa signal indicator ya kuingia right, let it be you are turning. If there is no turning right or left, don't indicate anything. So you are either ready to move to the next level or just maintaining the status quo. The status quo is just we are good brothers and life continues. So this time you should be clear, indicative of the intention of both of you to avoid unnecessary time wasting. When you are courting, it should be time that are indicative. Now listen here, if properly managed, dating should lead to an engagement expected to culminate into a marriage. Now, tumeelewa what is dating? Mimi nataka tuongee. I know I'm very boring. I'm a teacher of the word, so I don't excite people. Sidio? I'm a teacher of the... I like dealing with the hearts, the architecture of your heart. Hello? And for those who did not come with mahali pa kuandika, I'm very sorry. Now, let's go to...